Level 1. The injection. You are 10. Rosario, Argentina. 1997. Every night, your father holds a syringe to your leg, and you try not to flinch. Growth hormone. Synthetic. Cold in the barrel. Your pituitary gland has stopped working. Your body is failing to grow. Without this injection every single night, for years, you will never be tall enough to play professional football. The treatment costs $1,000 a month. Your father works in a steel factory. The math does not work. Newell's Old Boys found you. Watch you score 500 goals in their youth system. And when you needed them, they said no. River Plate said no. Every Argentine club said no. Your grandmother takes you to every training session. She is the only one who never calculates the cost of believing in you. You point to the sky after every goal you score for the rest of your life. You are still pointing at her. Level 2. The napkin. You are 13. Buenos Aires, September 2000. A man named Carl's Rexac flies 10,000 kilometers to watch you train for 30 minutes. He is FC Barcelona's sporting director. He has seen thousands of boys. He has never seen anything like you. He does not call the boardroom. He does not wait for reports. He writes a commitment to sign you on a paper napkin, the one from the restaurant table, and pushes it across to your father. Barcelona will pay for every injection, every month, for as long as it takes. Your father folds the napkin carefully. You are moving to Spain. That napkin lives in a museum now. It is the most consequential piece of paper in football history. Level 3. The silence. You are 13. Barcelona, 2001. You cannot speak Catalan. You cannot speak Spanish. Your new teammates think you are mute. You are not mute. You are 13 years old, 8,000 miles from home, and your mother has just gone back to Rosario with your brothers and sister because the family cannot afford to stay. Your father stays with you. Just your father. You play no official matches for a year. A registration conflict with Newell's means only friendlies. You watch other boys bond while you sit on the outside of everything. Homesickness is a physical weight. You do not quit. You meet a boy named Cesc Fabregas. You meet a boy named Gerard Piqué. Decades later, they are still your people. Loneliness is the price. You pay it without complaining. Level 4. The shoulders. You are 17. Barcelona, the 1st of May 2005. Ronaldinho is the best player on earth. He knows it. The world knows it. He receives the ball 30 meters from goal, reads you making the run before you know you are making it, and chips a pass so precise it could thread a needle. You finish? Cool. Left foot. Barcelona's youngest La Liga scorer in history, 17 years, 10 months, and 7 days old. Ronaldinho does not pump his fist. He lifts you onto his shoulders. He carries you. He has already told your teammates privately, "This boy will surpass me." This is the moment he says it publicly, without words. 40,000 people in the Camp Nou watch the best player in the world crown his replacement. You are still 17. Level 5. The architect. You are 22. Rome, the 27th of May, 2009. Pep Guardiola has moved you into a position that does not officially exist. Not a winger, not a striker. A false 9, you drop deep, draw defenders toward you, and open the space that kills them. Manchester United cannot solve you. In the Champions League final, you ghost between Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic and head in Barcelona's second goal. Final score, 2-0, La Liga, Copa del Rey, Champions League. 3 trophies, 1 season, a treble no Barcelona team had ever achieved. You are 22 years old. You win the Ballon d'Or by the largest margin in the award's history. Cristiano Ronaldo finishes second. He will finish second to you many more times. That evening in Rome, you understand something. Guardiola has not just coached you, he has unlocked you. Level 6. The record. You are 24. Munich, 2012. The calendar year. Not a season, a calendar year. January to December. Gerd Mueller set the record in 1,972, 85 goals. It stood for 40 years. You pass it, then you keep going. 91 goals, 69 matches. You score in 21 consecutive La Liga games. 33 goals in that streak alone. You win your 4th consecutive Ballon d'Or, the first human being ever to win it 4 times. The award ceremony takes place, and Cristiano Ronaldo is in the room, watching you walk to the stage again. Mueller is asked about his broken record. He says, "It's wonderful." He sounds like a man who knew, eventually, the tide would come. You are 24 years old. You have redefined the outer limit of what football allows a person to do. Level 7. The desert. You are 28. New Jersey, the 26th of June 2016. Argentina against Chile. Copa America Centenario Final. The match ended 0-0 after extra time. Penalties. Your teammates go first. Then you step up. You have been carrying this country's grief for 9 years. 3 Copa America finals, 1 World Cup final. All lost. You strike the ball. It sails over the crossbar. Into the night sky. Chile won. You walk to the post-match camera, and your voice breaks. I've tried so hard. It's very painful not to be a champion with Argentina. I'm going. It hurts, more than anything, but that's enough. You announce your retirement from international football at 28 years old. The whole country weeps. Some cheer. For 5 years, they had said you weren't Argentine enough. Now they discover what it feels like when you leave. You reverse the decision weeks later. You cannot abandon this. But the scar is real. Level 8. The press conference. You are 34. Barcelona, the 8th of August, 2021. You agreed to a pay cut. 50%. You signed off on it. Your lawyers signed off on it. Then La Liga's financial rules, triggered by Barcelona's reported debt of 1.35 billion euros, made the contract impossible to register. The club that rescued you at 13 years old can no longer afford you even when you are willing to stay for half the price. You sit at the press conference podium in a Camp Nou media room, 21 years. 672 goals, the most goals ever scored for a single club in history, a Guinness World Record. You try to read your statement. You cannot finish it. You put the paper down. You cry. The cameras record every second. This is not a player leaving a club. This is a man losing the only home he has known since childhood. You are 34 years old, and you have never played competitive football anywhere else. You say, "I want to come back." Paris waits. Level 9. The rough years. You are 34. Paris, 2021-2023. The Parc des Princes is not the Camp Nou. Kylian Mbappé is electric and 22 years old, and the city's true obsession. You are playing for a club that bought you as a symbol, not a system. The football is disconnected. The joy is absent. PSG supporters boo you twice in your own stadium. The man who scored 672 goals for Barcelona, who made children across the planet fall in love with the sport, is being jeered in France. You say later, "We had it rough." 2 words that carry the weight of 2 seasons of quiet devastation. You do not quit. You do not lash out. You train. You wait. Across the ocean, a city is building something. And there is one more thing you still need to do for Argentina. Level 10. The final. You are 35. Lusail Stadium, Qatar. The 18th of December, 2022. Argentina lead France 2-0. 10 minutes left. Kylian Mbappé scores, then scores again. In 90 seconds, the World Cup final is level. He scores a third in extra time. 3-3. Penalties. Argentine goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez saves 2 French kicks. Gonzalo Montiel steps up. Scores. Argentina win. 1.5 billion people are watching. You have been to 5 World Cups. You have waited 35 years for this. After the final whistle, the Emir of Qatar drapes a black bished ceremonial robe over your shoulders before you lift the trophy, a moment that splits the world between those who find it sacred and those who find it strange. You find it neither. You lift the cup, you close your eyes. Diego Maradona died 2 years ago. Pelé, watching from his sickbed, says, "Certainly Diego is smiling now." You say, "I knew God was going to give it to me." Later, you sit on the pitch alone, and you weep. Not for the cameras, just weep. Level 11. The effect. You are 36. Fort Lauderdale, July 2023. Major League Soccer. David Beckham's club. A league the world has never taken seriously. Your first competitive match. The game is tied deep in stoppage time. You line up a free kick, you strike it, it bends, it goes in. The crowd at DRV PNK Stadium, including LeBron James, Kim Kardashian, Serena Williams, loses the ability to speak. Within days, Apple TV Plus subscriptions surge across the United States. MLS season ticket sales spike league-wide. The valuation of American soccer television rights shifts. One man in one game rewrites the commercial logic of an entire sports territory. They call it the Messi effect. It is not a metaphor. It is a measurable event tracked by financial analysts and network executives. You are 36 years old, playing in Miami, and you are still changing the shape of football everywhere you go. Level 12, the number. You are 37. The world. 2024, 2025, over 917 career goals, 414 official career assists, the most in the recorded history of football, 1,331 goal contributions, 8 Ballon d'Or awards, 46 team trophies, more than any player in the history of professional football. The IFFHS names you the all-time men's world best player. Pep Guardiola is asked about you again. He is still asked about you regularly, 15 years after you played your last game together. He says what he has always said, the best I have ever seen or will ever see. Ronaldinho says football should retire the number 10 shirt when you are done. Maradona said it before he died. I have seen the player who will inherit my place in Argentine football. His name is Messi. You are still playing. You are still scoring. In April 2026, you acquired full ownership of UE Cornella, a Spanish football club. The boy who was told Argentine football had no room for him now owns a piece of Spanish football outright. Level 13. The sky. You were born with a broken pituitary gland and a grandmother who took you to training when no one else would. Every goal you ever scored, you pointed at the sky for her. You were rescued from obscurity by a man who wrote your future on a napkin. You were transplanted at 13 to a country that spoke a different language, stripped of your mother, handed a syringe, and told to grow. You grew. You became the most decorated player in the history of the sport. You held the one trophy that had been kept from you. You earned it in extra time, in the most watched football match in human history, in the first World Cup after your country lost Diego Maradona, in a stadium in the desert, wearing a ceremonial robe from an emir, in front of 1.5 billion people. None of them remember a single thing that was said that night. They remember the image. You, the cup, the sky. 500 million people follow you on Instagram. Children in Buenos Aires and Barcelona and Miami and Lagos and Jakarta grow up wanting to move like you. Not to be athletic like you, to think like you. The small left foot, the low center of gravity, the vision that sees 3 seconds into the future. You did not reinvent yourself to survive. You simply refused to stop. The boy from Rosario who needed a miracle just to grow became the measure by which all others are judged. Every legend was born for this moment. This one was yours.